I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better.
Yeah. Better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s. Trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Second and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. To throw is Stafford. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jared Reed in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. play fake here on first down. Outright to Smith and Jigba. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a second and short.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And it's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now it's Darnold. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's a 40-yard loss. Really sets him back now for second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Stafford. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
5-yard gain brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Eskridge. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And the Rams are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good. Rams.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kirby Parkinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ernest Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they went empty. empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Darnold's pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Seattle.
To throw is Darnold. That'll be caught by Kupp. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think he just wants to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Seahawks.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. We will get another look at Seattle's offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now they're bringing third down.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's across the 40 for an extra yards to the 43.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2 yards to go, second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here is 3rd and 5.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
For the Rams.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. Now he's free at the 35. Cooper Kupp, and all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
We talk so much about run after the catch or rack, a term coined by our very own, the coach, John Madden, the legendary one himself. And you definitely won't find a better illustration of it than right here. He's going to take this one, and away he goes. Nearly takes it the length of the field before finally being tracked down.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal. Faking the give, Darnold steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Seahawks 37-yard line.
Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we were talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is simple.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down.
In the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Back to throw, Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe of the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the hall. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
To punt for the Seahawks.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
To throw is Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ernest Jones. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Ethan Evans now.
Formation for the Rams.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Horton. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Darnold. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ain't with my type activities, don't you get involved. Hey, how many should I see and send them off? Take a risk or take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. It'll be a pickup at 15, so that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 3.
And leads to 3rd down.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
The 28-yard line.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Up the middle, it's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look at the repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd down.
Now Darnold. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
The Seahawks.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 37 yards on the punt with no return. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll look to Williams to begin things. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, you told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. A gain of a yard gets it back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 8-yard.
Here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll go in the books. It's a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long.
To throw is Darnold. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now it's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. From the 50, it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 3rd catch in this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell. Go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Ernest Jones able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Byron Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a 1st down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your blood bridges.
Ready, take, 180.
Stafford. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 14 yards.
Well, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're at 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Looking to put a drive together. Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz it, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
11 yards for number 11.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Darnold to throw again. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. A gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Still going. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point.
Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Rams 17. Jason Myers picking off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The former USC Trojan, familiar with this place, Leonard Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jared Reed, able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
For the Rams.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Seahawks have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And then the movers way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll get it up near the 35, right into 34 here.
Smith and Jigba. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Darnold. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
In motion right goes Adams. Play action. Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Corum now on 1st and 10. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
They run once more with Corum, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
McCarty on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Seahawks first down.
Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down and 8. Now it's Darnold. Connecting with Cup here on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42.
17 yards.
To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Darnold now to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point open through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now fit it.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Corum. And he stopped immediately there. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeMarcus Lawrence providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Horton. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he hits him in stride. Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Buying, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Pulled off by Ernest Jones.
31. Rams 26.
Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Darnold being chased out left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw here. He completes this to Walker. Shedding the tackle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 45-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
And they can't bring him down. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. The top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The Seahawks, first down.
Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down, Seattle.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it. I take the G. Watch him do it.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Again, Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Powering his way forward. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. Looking to put a drive together. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Garoppolo on play action. Ernest Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
But his linebacker's just having one of those days where everything he does is working. I think you got to get a running back in there to help block, double team him, do whatever. Because right now, he's having a ball. Multiple sacks in this one. That one, the quickest.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Back to throw, Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, here's Walker. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Byron Young there on the stop. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Look at the big man rumble. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 34.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
20-yard line.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chinnuwosu. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
Seattle.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Throwing again is Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Under pressure, and they get to him again. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good. Rams, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded.
He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Corum trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run again, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Darnold from the gun. Steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in on the line of scrimmage. They get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's gonna have the 1st down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Let's go now.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Garoppolo. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd and 17 at the 43-yard line.
check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. We'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
It's now 3rd down.
Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a knife, bang, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
But it leads to 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now, hang on here. We got an injured player. Oh, boy, it's the quarterback. It's Jimmy Garoppolo who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Darnold. They fights him off. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Bennett will look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Rams! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Into space at the 45. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw, Darnold. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
First down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 7. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Running left, Corum. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
3rd and 2.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. steps away to his left. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Bennett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.